Hi y'all, I'm Allison. There are 4 days left in June if we count today, and I need 2.5 of them to play my favorite bookish game, which is Bingo Maze. This is a mini readathon game. It differs from your typical TBR game because then you're just making a list of books to read through the month. For this game, to actually proceed through it, I have to finish the book before I can come back to the wheel and spin again. So much fun. So it does have 3 phases, which means I play each round over the course of 3 months with different perks and goals for each phase. We are currently in phase 2. Phase 1, I did really well. It was unheard of, but I already got 2 bingos on the board. Ultimately, I'm trying for a blackout, but that won't happen until phase 3. So for phase 2, this video, I need to get 2 new bingos. The ones that are already on here do not count. If I get the 2 new ones, then I get to add another blank space when we reset the board for round 5, and I get a reward card to be used in my regular monthly TBR games where I'm building a list. Also, each time I play, there is a new variation to the rules. This time, you may notice, you can see some of our arrows and some of them are hidden because they have to be revealed through gameplay. And this is all pre-game time because I do have a little bit of stuff I need to take care of first before we officially set the clock for my 60 hours. Now, I may have to do some creative timekeeping this time. Normally, it's just 60 hours straight up, but this is Thursday and it should end at midnight on Saturday if I manage to start at noon, which is looking very not possible. So what I've decided to do, because I do not forego sleep to play this game or regular life, it's just I read as much as I possibly can reasonably within this time frame. Now I do have to edit a video to get the last of June's TBR up, and I also have to make a couple of phone calls to contractors and everything for a bathroom remodel. I am not going to dock myself time for that, so if that means I don't start this until 3 o'clock this afternoon, I'm not going to end at 3 a.m. on Saturday because no matter what, I go to bed at midnight. The cats wake me up. So what I might do, if there are like a few hours that would go into the wee late hours of the night, then I might tack those on to Sunday morning. Kind of had to pause at midnight and resume Sunday morning. I think that's fair considering everything I have going on and the fact that I'm still trying to manage to play this game, even though July is right around the corner. So enough rambling. I don't have time for that. Let's get the wheel, spin, find out what our first prompt and our first book is. I'll get everything taken care of, and then I will come back, we'll set the clock, and get this readathon started. Number 5, let's see if we can find it on the board. We did use most of our blanks, I think, during phase 1. So even though there's not a lot on here, there's not going to be any freebies. And I think all of our easy prompts came up during the first phase too. Okay, where is 5? If it's already been used, we can flip the arrow. Oh, it hasn't. So our arrow is still hidden. When 5 comes up again, that's when we would flip it and we would follow the arrow to the next colored space. So I need to find a standalone. That is awesome. As always, I'm going to be trying to choose from my June TBR, which I just finished setting up. So let me show you what that is looking like. Here's what I've read. That's blank. Here, down a plus the one book standing upright, which is Uncommon Grace. That is my TBR. So I'm going to hopefully be picking books from this pile during our 60 hours. If not, the prompts don't allow it, then I will have to branch out. But here's my focus. So I need to find a standalone, which I have a feeling is going to knock out probably the majority of these. Okay, out of that entire stack, including the 2 Nook books, which is Gabellino, London, and the Pleasantries of Scourge, and Beastly, I only have two that are standalones. The Romantic Agenda by Claire Kahn, The Beach Read, and LBGTQ, my June book for randomizing storygraph. And then I have Riley Sager, The Only One Left. This is a Rec Wheel book from, I don't know if it was April or May. I'm so behind on this. And this will be my very first Riley Sager book. I really need to read this because not only is it Rec Wheel and a promised video, because I will be vlogging this, it's also a library book. I'm surprised they haven't come pounding down my door. So while I would like to do this one simply because I think it'll be a faster read, because I won't have to do a video with it, to be honest, I'm going to go with Riley Sager. I need to read this book, and I'm really excited for it. So we will see how I get on with this. I will start a separate video for it. And I will also come back after I get everything taken care of and let you know when our clock has started. And then, yeah, we'll kick it off from there. So I hope to see you very, very soon, because that means all of my tedious stuff is done. Okay, I am finally ready to start the clock on Bingo Maze. And last time I was here is going on, I think it's about 11:30 or so. It is now a few minutes after 6 p.m. My life is crazy, but I am determined to do this. Good news if you're keeping up with all of my personal drama. If not, if you've missed it, it's at the end of June's very late Just Spin It game. But contractor finally hired one today. He came out. We went over all the details. I put down the deposit. We have a date. My bathroom and kitchen will be fixed August 12th. So we got to stretch with five people using the master bath shower still. But it's okay. At least it's going to be taken care of. And I feel very confident in the crew that we hired. So that is a huge relief. But again, another very busy, taxing day. And I think I'm finally ready to start reading and kick this off. So what we're going to do is I'm starting this as of 6 p.m. Thursday night, I think 27th. Yes, the 27th. I have 60 hours. So I am not going to end this at 6 a.m. I'm sleeping from midnight to 6 a.m. That's just going to happen. So I would essentially be losing those 6 hours. So instead of losing those, what I'm going to do is just pause the clock. And then when I wake up like Sunday morning at 7 a.m., I will resume the clock, and that would put my end time at like 1 o'clock on Sunday. I hope that makes sense to y'all. That's why I try and start this at noon. That way, you know, I don't lose. I don't end during the middle of the night when I'm supposed to be sleeping. Okay, I've gotten very complicated. Welcome to how my brain works. And I need to start reading. I need to kick this puppy off. So we already know my first book is Riley Sager, The Only One Left. I am going to go read this. When I finish, I will come back and we will spin for my next number. Hopefully, I'll get a spin in before I go to bed tonight. I don't know. I don't know if this will take me 6 hours. We will see. I did start the other video for the reading vlog for this, though. So, because Amanda's Booktopia, she's the one who recommended this for my rec wheel. And she provided me with 4 stopping points. So I'm doing a separate video with that. Each time I come to one of Amanda's pages, I will turn on the camera in that other video and let y'all know what I'm thinking of the book up to that point, which will be spoiler free. So I'm going to be running 2 videos simultaneously, dealing with the household and reading my book. And I hope to see you. Well, yeah, you're not going to go anywhere, right? You'll stick around, because for you, it's just going to be fade out and fade in. I am going to go read this, and I will be back. Bye. As I'm sure it's quite obvious, it's actually Friday night, but I finished it. I finished a book. I have read a book for the month of June, maybe June 28th, but I don't care. I did it. I get to put one book in my done pile. Hopefully I'll have some more before we finish this video. But not only did I read that Riley Sager, I filmed the vlog for it as well. So after Bingo Maze comes up, then you can expect that video to come out shortly thereafter. I don't have a game plan because, Yeah, things are just too crazy to plan ahead right now. But I will say, I did have a good time with this. And we're going to leave it at that for this one. If you want to know the details on it, and then be sure and keep an eye out for that video. It will be spoiler free, by the way. So if you haven't read it, you'll just get an impression of what I thought. So I'm going to put this on my shelf, start my finished pile, because the shelf is very, very empty right now. And then we'll grab our wheel and see what my next prompt is going to be. But let's do this. Are you ready? All of your riveting content right here on Allison on a Book Break. Does it get any more exciting than that? I don't think so. Okay, find out what number we're going to flip. Number 9. And again, we're not doing an arrow yet. We've got over here. These aren't helping me with my bingo goal, and I need 2 of them before this video finishes. Let's see what we get. Random number, current TBR. That is awesome. It means I'm going to knock at least one more book off of that list. So let me put this aside, count how many books are over there, and we'll pull up a number generator. Or you know what? I might simplify it and pull rocks. I don't know. Just 1 second. Okay, I have 14 books left on my TBR. Well, I'm actually going to spin you back around so you can see this. Because nothing in my life is simple. So we're starting here for 1, going down. The last book will be over there. This is my nook, and there are 2 books on there that I'm supposed to read this month. So book 4 will be Gobelino, and 5 will be Beastly. Those are my 2 ebooks. And then 39 clues will be 6, and we'll continue counting on down that way. So I think I'll grab rocks, and we'll do it that way instead of having to deal with all the, I don't want to be high tech right now. Okay, Jack has a new hobby, and that's playing with river rocks. So I had to save them from him. I have 1 through 14 in here. I don't know why I zipped it. So let's see which book I'm going to get. There are 2 nonfiction over there. I don't know that I necessarily want that. We're going to go with number 7. I'm afraid to look. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Interred with their bones. This is like thriller / mystery bingo maze, and I am loving it. This one, Shakespearean scholar, kind of think like Da Vinci Code, but with a Shakespearean theme. So we're going to have, I believe it's Kate. She goes over to London. They're putting on Hamlet, but all sorts of things are going to go wrong, including her mentor, who discovered some kind of Shakespearean secret. But before she can divulge that information, the globe burns down, and I believe her mentor turns up dead. And it's going to send Kate on this like Da Vinci Code quest to try and make sense of whatever little secret hidden message that her mentor had left behind. And I have read this before. I've been eyeing it a lot on my shelves probably the past 6 months, and now I finally get to read it. I'm really excited for this. And it's quite the page turner, so I am going to have a good Friday afternoon. Speaking of that, let's check the clock. Let's see, I actually started reading last night at 6:30. That's when it's officially kicked off. I'm going to simplify my life, though, and we're going to call it 6 p.m. was when we started. So I have 60 hours. It is now like 12:10. So let me think. So I have 41 hours and 50 minutes left. So I am going to go spend some time in the academic world with Shakespearean scholars and try and decipher the clues that are left behind. This is going to be fun. I will see y'all when I'm done with this book, and then we'll give it another spin and see what's next. I love this game. Finally get me to read. Okay, bye. Well, Friday's come and gone, It's now a little bit after 11 o'clock. It took me the entire day to read Interred with Their Bones by Jennifer Lee Carroll. I really enjoyed it, as I expected to, but it's more involved than, what was the name of it? The only one left. Went blank for a second. Yeah, this time we're dealing with Shakespeare and going all over the world, and they're trying to decipher clues and things like this. So there's a little more thought process involved than following along with the other type of thrillers. So I really enjoyed it, although I am quite tired. In fact, I even took a nap today. I took a nap for like 3 hours. I am just dragging today. I would bet part of it is the heat. It's amping up finally. We had a mild June, but it's going to close out with a bang. Anyway, I got another one done. So let's grab our wheel and see what's going to be next for in the morning. I think I'm done reading for today. And we have officially hit the halfway point. I've got like 29 hours and 51 minutes left or something like that. I've only got one where I'm close to getting a bingo. I'm getting nervous. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull off two. We'll see. Maybe things will pick up tomorrow. It's really my last shot other than Sunday morning. But to find out, we need to spin to see what our next number is going to be. Okay, are you ready? I got a 1 in the start. So if I want, I can rotate the center arrow. And I'm okay with it since it's already pointing to a square. We're good with that. And we get to play with arrows because the 1 has already been done. So now I get to flip it over. And whichever one it points to, that's the prompt I will use. So we're going to go that way. So we get number 20. Doesn't get us a bingo, and really, it doesn't even set us up for one. Oh, but look, it's a blank. That may have been my last blank. Okay, we need the wheel because we're going to spin again. I don't know. This could be a game changer. We'll see. Number 19. Okay, it's not a bingo, but it will set us up for a potential one. Okay, 20 for TBR jar. So I'm not taking one off of my TBR. Well, maybe I will. But I will be getting one of my newer purchases. So this is all I've bought this year. I've been good. Okay, let's see which book I'm going to get. This is exciting. I don't think I've gotten to pull from this jar very often. Okay, let's hope for short and quick. I'm a little nervous. Oh, it's the good, bad, and the aunties. It's Jesse Cusatanto's newest one. This is Dial A for Auntie series, which I absolutely loved. Loved the first one. Comedic genius. The second one was good and not quite on par with the first one. I would give it like a 4.9, but it was still a really good time. And I forgot all about this one. In fact, I'm supposed to be doing a Betty Read on Storygraph for this one. So that'll get that checked off my list. But I'm excited. Okay, I'm going into this one blind. It's part 3 in a series, and yeah, these ants are hilarious. Okay, so I will be starting this book tomorrow morning, and I know this will be one I will fly through. So we'll have at least one more book tomorrow, potentially 2, hopefully. We will see. So the jar did me right. I love it. Okay, I will see y'all after I finish this book. Welcome to Saturday. I wish I could say it was Saturday morning. I can't even say it's Saturday mid-afternoon. It is a little bit after 6 p.m. on Saturday night. So that means Lily feels really bad for me. Not really. My husband just left to go to Home Depot, and apparently she's sad that she didn't get to go too. Or there's a cat outside. One of the two. Oh, Lily, give me a girl. Okay, I think we might be okay now. So, last time I was here, late last night, I spun and got the good, the bad, and the aunties, and I did finish this book. This morning, however, I uploaded a video. It was the extras for June, so I got that in under the wire. And I also had to go to the grocery store. And of course, they are in the middle of like reorganizing the entire store. So it took me twice as long because everything was hidden. Nothing was logical. So, yay. And as I mentioned before, I was doing a buddy read on Storygraph with Molly for this book. So it took me longer to, type up responses and comments as I was making my way through. So I did finish the book though, and it is 6 p.m. So I have until 6 a.m. on Sunday. But don't forget, once I go to bed tonight, we're going to pause the clock while I sleep, and then I'm going to resume it. I think that's fair. I'm not reclaiming any of the time I spent this morning on the video or at the grocery store or any of that stuff. But I am not going to sacrifice my evening hours because I'm not staying up till 6 a.m. Not going to happen, my friends. All right, let's get the board. Hope I can at least get one bingo. Actually, I need 2 bingos if I want the perks for this round. So, or this phase, rather. But here's where we look. There are a couple of chances. Need one that way, and that way. So there is some hope if I can get the right numbers. So let's grab the wheel and see what I get. I also wouldn't mind a quick, short, easy read, but I don't know if that's going to be in the cards. Okay, are you ready? Number 9. I believe we've already had that. We have, so we get to flip an arrow and do that. Oh, that gave us a bingo. Look, because it points right here. And we got a bingo going across. Awesome. That means I only need one more. Okay, current extra challenge book. That's good. So current would be June's books. I just put that video up. So buzzword was, what was buzzword? Oh, hush hush. I am spoiled for choice here. Okay, if we do current, technically that would, June's our nemesis, hush hush, and the romantic agenda. And I'm also behind on everyone in my family has killed someone. It's an old buzzword, and Violet Made of Thorns is an old Storygraph. I would say that those count as well because I'm assuming that I have kept current with these. It just means I can't use, an upcoming one because then it would say next month, get ahead kind of thing. So, which one would be the fastest, easiest read? Honestly, any one of these 3 probably would. Agatha Christie, those are always good time. Let's see what the font is. Hush Hush has a lot of blank space. And a romantic agenda. There's a lot of text on that, but it's a rom-com. Oh, this is too many options. Okay, they are vastly different. We've got a rom-com, cozy mystery, and a YA fantasy. Part of me is thinking this one because these are usually really quick, easy reads that they're not too. I'm gonna take a lot of brain power. No offense to the book, but it's just not. Agatha Christie will take more, and I am really. I'm in slow motion. I feel like everything's taking longer. I'm just Running Slowly. So you know what? I'm going to do Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick, and this will ensure that I actually get this book read, although it will happen in July because I'm trying to catch up on all my extras, but I'm debating on whether I should keep this trilogy or not, because that would make a lot of space on my shelves. So I'm kind of motivated to read this one, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have high schooler students, Patch and Nora Angels, come into play, and there's going to be a romance. So I'm going to read this one. When I'm finished, I will come let y'all know, and hopefully we can get one more spin in tonight. Either way, I will let you come in and let you know when I am pausing the clock, when I am officially calling the end of today, because I went to bed early last night. I went to bed at 11:30. So didn't help me this morning though, but I did wake up rested, and then I slid into slow motion. Anyway, I don't have time to waste. Let me check the clock. It is 6:53, so I have 11 hours and 7 minutes. Plus the pause time. All right, I will see you on the flip side of this one. It's Sunday morning, and I've got about 6 hours left. Well, I had 6 hours. But before we get in today, let me fill you in on last night. I know I was supposed to check in before I went to bed, but I was tired, and I didn't feel like talking. Surprise, surprise. So I forgot to mark my spot, but I think this was about how far I got into Hush Hush. Loving it. So I set it down at 6, paused the timer on our little readathon here, and decided to restart it when I got up this morning. I actually got to sleep in a little late. Stranger things have happened. So I didn't start reading again until 9 a.m. this morning. So the clock restarted at 9, which means I have until 3 p.m. this afternoon to hopefully get one more bingo. That's what I need, because we did get one last night. So maybe there's a chance after all. Maybe. So I did finish this morning, and I am so glad I didn't just unhaul this book, because I loved every second of it. This is one of the better examples of the mysterious bad boy romantic lead that I've seen in a long time, as well as Nora. So she just wasn't, there was just something about him where she ignored all of his bad. She actually, had some logical thoughts in her head, which is awesome for a high school little romance from 2000 and I think it was 9. Anyway, if you've been eyeing this one, or if it's been sitting on your shelves for a long time, I highly recommend it. I had so much fun with this, and the teens read as teens, so that was refreshing to see. All right. So, by the way, I give this one a 5, and I cannot wait to continue the series. Honestly, I wish I could just pick up the second book right now, but I can't. But if my game leads me to it, I will not be upset. So let me find my wheel without tripping over Lily, who is, of course, right at my feet, and see if we can get a bingo. Are you ready? Number 15. I have no idea what number we need. Okay. Fifth. Oh, no, we didn't. So I don't know if I have time to spin for another one. It will depend on what this gives us. Free pick. Oh, it's a free pick. I can pick anything. Darn it, I just said I would love to read Crescendo. That would be awesome to go right into it. But, my friends, if I find something short and quick, I have a chance to spin again and maybe get my bingo. Because let me see, what time is it? I finished reading that at 10:15. It's now like 10:35. So I have 4 hours and 25 minutes left. That's not long at all. Okay, so if I find something really quick, I could spin again. Let me look. My go-tos for this, 39 Clues, which is on my June TBR. I don't think I could knock this out in an hour, but I could definitely do it in less than 4, which would give us time for another spin, because I don't have to necessarily finish the book to get the bingo. So Or I could go off list and read the last one in 43 Cemetery Road. Book 6 only took me an hour to read, but that one was really heavy on illustrations because it was like greeting cards, so that was faster. And some of these have quite small print. I'm honestly torn. I don't know which one to read. Oh, no. I don't know that I want to finish this series. That's honestly what's holding me back. Oh. Dang it. Looks like they're going to go to Scotland. This one we find out what branch the Cahills, Amy and Dan, what branch they're from. I don't. I'm going to go with this because I think it'll be the faster read. And then it'll be over. But I can always restart the series. Okay, I'm going to do this. Hopefully we'll have time for another spin and get my bingo. I will see you on the flip side of this one. Once again, they came through for me at the Clyde sisters. I love them. If you didn't know that, these are written by a pair of sisters. One writes the book and the other one illustrates it. Kate and Sarah. Anyway, I finished this series and it took me an hour, almost on the dot. It's just adorable. Again, I love the humor. I love the puns, the illustrations. This one, though, the ending of it seemed a little too hokey, a little too cheesy for my personal taste. But for its intended audience, this is a middle grade. It's actually a very good message that laughter can help cure your ails. And it was just, I don't know, there was something, maybe it wrapped up a little too quick for me and I'm sad to see it go. So I think I'm going to give this a 4.5. But I absolutely love this entire series and I know it's one I will return to again and again. Okay, let's get the wheel and see if we can get that bingo. Because it is, let me look, 11:47, so that gives me 3 hours and 13 minutes. I don't think I can finish a book, but I can definitely start one. I don't know, maybe. I do have that 39 clues over there. We don't need this yet. Look at me jumping the gun. We need a number first. That means this. Okay, are you ready? Number 4. Does anybody already know the numbers that we need? 4. Okay, it's not one of the ones we need, but we do get to play with the arrows, which is always fun. I love this part. So, if we can get the arrow to go, if it goes up. No, we got a dead end. So, let's spin again. Okay, are you ready? Look, I did it. Oh, I did not expect that to happen. It is a blank. It's gonna be a good day. We gotta spin again, but I got my bingo. We're gonna draw a reward later, and I get a blank for next time. I didn't think I had a chance at all. Okay, one more time to the wheel. Now, if this one gives us, if we don't get a prompt from this one, I'm going to start drawing rocks because this is going to take forever. Are you ready? 7. I still can't believe I did it. I didn't think there was any prayer. Okay, we're 7. Here it is. Okay, we get to do another arrow because it's going to lead us to here. And that one goes on the floor, but it was pointed up. This board's messy. So we follow that up to here, 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 here. Okay, so we have a dead end. I don't turn this time, do I? Does that mean I turn? I don't remember. Okay, I'm going to draw a rock. Let me gather the rocks. Okay, I would say no, I don't, because I did flip the arrow. So next time that number 8 comes up, then that's when we would rotate it. Okay, let's go ahead and draw for a number. Let's speed this up a little bit. And we'll go with number, oops, a slippery 2. Hopefully this will give us a prompt, but it's not. Okay, so we're gonna turn this one, and let's turn it this way. So if it comes up again, okay, back to the rocks. I think the board's like, okay, I gave you your bingos, and now you're gonna work for the last one. And we're gonna do number 6. Okay, hopefully this will give us a prompt, and it does. But it's not going to give us another bingo, but that's okay. Okay. Longest title, current TBR. This might take me a bit to figure out. Okay, longest title. I guess I'll go by word count first, or do I just do letters? So this gets a little tricky. I've got everyone in my family has killed someone, 7 words. And a goblet in London and a scourge of pleasantness, 7 words. And then there's the red badge of courage and selected short fiction, which is 9 words. But I mean, it's really a red badge of courage, right? I'm not ending. I'm not doing it. I'm pulling rank. I'm not choosing this one. And we'll say because it's a red badge of courage with some extras thrown in, and a red badge of courage is only 5 words, so that leaves me with an ebook or everyone in my family. They're the same amount of words. I have a very, very busy day ahead of me, so Gobelino London requires another video. It's a vlog. But my daughter is going to Miami, and I am taking her to the airport. We have to be there at 4:30 in the morning. It's the middle of so I don't know how I'm gonna do today. So I don't think I can do a vlog because I'm gonna be helping her in. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. They both have 7 words. In the alphabet, E comes before G anyway, and I will do Gobelino London in July. I promise. So I'm gonna read Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. This is one of my most anticipated. I'm looking forward to it. Although I'm feeling the pull of the detective cat, but I think this is going to be the smarter way to go. So I will go read this. I have 2 hours and 55 minutes left. It's 12:05 on Sunday, last day of June. All right, I'm going to go read. I will come back and let you know what I think, and we'll draw a card. So I will see you on the flip side of this one. I'm sure it'll come as no surprise when I announce that I did not finish Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by 3 o'clock, but I did finish it. It's about 10 o'clock that night, and I absolutely love this book. So unique. Love it. Every chapter is a different family member, and you learn how they killed somebody. And at the beginning, it has the rules from the detection club that was set up by Richard Knox, and at least the commandments were. It was Agatha Christie, Dorothy Slayer, and somebody else was in that group. Anyway, from the Golden Age of Mysteries. And this book, Benjamin Sanderson or Stevenson, is following those rules. So much fun. And I didn't realize, but this is actually a series. Book 2 is already out, and there's a Christmas one for the 3rd one. So I will be picking up the next one because absolutely loved it. 5-star without a doubt. If it's sitting on your shelf or if you've been considering it, go get it. Get it from the library, borrow it from a friend. It is worth every second. All right. That obviously brought phase 2 of Bingo Maze to an end, and it went really well. I was shocked. I didn't think there was any chance of getting those last 2 bingos, but I did it. So we are set up really good for phase 3. But I only have 48 hours, so even though there's only a few left on here, doesn't necessarily mean I have an automatic blackout. Oh, it's looking much better than it did when we started. So we will find out in August if I managed to clear the whole board. What I did do was I earned 1 more blank for the next time when we reset it, and we get to draw a card that will give me an advantage in my normal TBR games, which is Just Spin It and The Sims. So let me give these a little shuffle. These will not be, whichever one is picked will not be part of July's TBR Games because this video will be going up after that. I don't want to ruin it. So let's see what I get. If I can. I think I just flung one. Extra pull. Draw 2 papers from the TBR jar and choose between the 2. That is awesome. I'm excited for that one. It'll come in really handy. Okay, but this will have to wait for actually to be September, because in August I will be doing Aurelium, so I won't be playing my normal games. All right, I have to see. Well, I have no idea when in July this video will be coming out, but I do hope to see you again very soon. And be sure and subscribe so you don't miss phase 3 of this particular set of rules. Have a good one. Bye.